What is up? What is up, y'all? Check this out, man. I'm over here talking about subscribers all day. I am in the Philippines, man. Hey, wait a minute. Uncle Mike's birthday, and I'm actually going to show y'all a little bit of a clip, just a little bit of a clip of my house that I built in the Philippines, just to show y'all what the life of a full-time YouTuber. I built a house in the Philippines, man, and this is my house. That's the bathroom right there. We just bought a microwave, we bought a refrigerator, and a stove with an oven in the Philippines, y'all. So we actually have ice cold water, M&Ms, and we had Snickers. We don't have no more Snickers, y'all. I ate them all. And then we got our purple furniture. Yeah, we got purple furniture, y'all. That's the thing in the Philippines. And that's my little special effects. I teach people how to edit videos and stuff, and then I do a special effect. It's like a signature flip. I flip the phone around. We're gonna do another flip right here. Watch this. This is part of my editing course right here. Go in, zoom in, and come out. Then when you come over here, where it's gonna be another flip somewhere. Get your hand out to do the. Yeah, we can cut some of that editing, man. I teach people how to edit their videos to make them more exciting and different things, and flip the whole camera around and stuff to actually give it a little difference. And this is raw footage right here. What I do is I teach people how to edit their videos, and when it spins, you kind of speed it up a little bit, slow it down, and and do different things. And I teach that in the course, anyway. Little spin around. Yeah, there you go. Flip over. So, but once you edit it and speed up and crossfade into different things, it will be amazing. So now I'm looking. Keep saying I'm gonna charge up. I haven't charged it up yet. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. I don't know if I shared it on this channel, but I shared it on the other channel a couple of times, just so y'all can see. That is my house in the Philippines. We are actually still building on it, y'all. It's nowhere near finished, and it's not no super duper kingdom, but it's mine. It's mine. You know what I'm saying? All mine. I always wanted to have a house or some type of, I don't know, getaway home, luxury home, or whatever. But anyway, check this out, man. Small channels should do this. We're gonna get right into this video right after this intro. Let's check it out.
Growth's got a formula most never learn. You don't need luck or talent, structure is earned. If you're ready to build and you know it's your turn, start with the 4 free videos. Earn as you learn. Click on the more below to sign up.
That's right. Click on the 4 videos below to sign up to actually get a bird's eye view of why you should be serious about doing your own YouTube channel and all the good things you can have done, like building a house in the Philippines. Our next move is buying a car. We're gonna buy a car in the Philippines, so we probably do that next year sometime, right after Christmas. Right after Christmas, our Christmas gift would be to buy a car, but I would need the car to be able to come all the way back here to my house first. So anyway, check this out, man. Let's get into this. If you have less than 100 subscribers, do this. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and let's help each other out. Let's check it out.
If you're constantly posting out videos, but they never seem to get any views, it's not because you don't have any subscribers. It's simply because you're doing it the wrong way. So in this video, I'm going to give you the exact 8-step process that any channel of any size can use to start getting more views on all of your new videos, even if you have a channel with 0 subscribers. Now, before we hop into it, I'm really happy to announce that I've teamed up with Huel to bring you today's video, which is a brand I'm super excited to be working with. And all you guys can try Huel today with a 15% discount using code DAN15. Let's get into the actual video. So step one of this process is to think of a rough title idea. So if I was to create a new video on a channel with 0 subscribers, very first thing I always do in this video creation process is to think of a rough title idea first. Now, this title doesn't have to be the final one that you use and stick with, but it does need to be the one that you actually create your video around. Like, it would be the foundation everything is built on. Now, I'm gonna guess that most of you guys will usually just create a video first and then quickly think of a title towards the end. And this is what I used to do as well when I was new, but trust me when I say this is one of the biggest things that's holding you back. But basically, by doing this step first, we can use the title as like an anchor point to make sure the rest of the video is carefully crafted around that one specific idea. Like, just write it down on a piece of paper, or do what I do and write it down in a Word document. Then step number 2, once you've written down the rough title idea, you need to determine the purpose of the actual video. Like, what's the reason behind it? Like, why that specific video, and what are you hoping to achieve with it? I usually break this down into 2 parts. Firstly, I determine the content value of the video, and secondly, I will determine who exactly I'm trying to target. But if this sounds a bit confusing, like, let me explain them a bit clearer, because these 2 steps are super important. So firstly, what is content value and how do you determine what it is? So content value is basically just the value that your video is going to give to your viewer, because the relationship between viewers and creators on YouTube is transactional, meaning viewers pay creators with their time and attention, and in return, creators give viewers some sort of value. So every single video you ever post must give the viewer some sort of value. Now, the 3 main types of value creators can give to viewers through their videos on YouTube are education, entertainment, or information. Now, for example, this video you're watching right now is educational because I'm teaching you something. But let's say a Mr. Beast video, for instance, is purely entertainment. Like, he's not trying to teach you anything or give you information. He's purely just trying to entertain you. Or on the other hand, let's say a video from CNN about the latest news story will almost always be information based. So you need to ask yourself, like, what kind of value are your videos providing? Are you teaching something? Are you being entertaining? Or are you just giving some sort of information? If your video idea doesn't provide any one of those types of value, throw it in the bin and start again, because I promise you, it won't work. Then secondly, you need to figure out who you're trying to target. Doing so will help you make sure that as you go through the video creation process, it will all...
Wait a minute, I want to make sure y'all getting this. Why did he say throw it in the trash? Because I think that a lot of these people are talking too fast, and you all are not really getting this information. So let's break it down. Let's break it down.
And let's say a video from CNN about the latest news story will almost always be information based. So you need to ask yourself, like, what kind of value are your videos providing? Are you teaching something? Are you being entertaining? Or are you just giving some sort of information? If your video idea doesn't provide any one of those types of value, throw it in the bin and start again, because I promise you, it won't work.
Okay, yeah. These 3 things, entertainment. And you want to try to do a remix of them. This is why I wanted to stop this, because entertainment is your number 1. If you educating people and you put a little bit of entertainment in it while you're educating the people, they learn better. They learn faster. With kids and everybody, adults too. Entertainment is your number 1, bruh. I'm trying to tell y'all, entertainment. If you're giving them information, like my channel does so well because I'm entertaining while I am talking about Diddy and Jay-Z and all the crazy stuff they doing. They millionaires. Why you just can't help people? And I make it entertaining. If you are funny in any kind of way and you are the life of any type of party, add what little humor you have into educating people or entertaining people or giving people information, especially the entertainment side. If people go to a comedy show, they are looking to laugh. I want you to make me laugh. They wearing that on their shoulder. But if they coming to get educated, I ain't got time for no entertainment. But shoot, I want to get educated. But if you educating them and you just crack the joke while they still learning, look here, I don't want no jokes. They will laugh. if you're giving them the information and this solid information, and you crack a joke while you're giving them that solid information, you think they're gonna say, look, I ain't here for no laughter. I ain't gonna laugh at that. I'm here for the information. They're gonna laugh. They're gonna still get it. A little bit of entertainment in all this stuff is the key to making your channel grow. It's the key to making yourself stick out. Let's keep continuing.
Entertaining, or are you just giving some sort of information? If your video idea doesn't provide any one of those types of value, throw it in the bin and start again, because I promise you it won't work. Then secondly, you need to figure out who you're trying to target. Doing so will help you make sure that as you go through the video creation process, it will always be designed with your ideal viewer in mind. Now for me, this video's intended audience is small and new YouTubers who don't have many subscribers but want to get more views on their videos. But let's say someone like Mike Thurston, with this video in particular, he might be trying to target young men, 18 to 30 years old, who are looking to build muscle and get lean in the gym. So you need to figure out exactly who you're trying to target. Again, just write this down on either a piece of paper or in a Word document with your content value and your title idea.
Now, here's the thing for beginners. See, I always look back when I was a beginner. I didn't know what you mean my target audience. I want everybody to watch my videos. I don't know. You don't know. You don't understand. You need to take time out and actually figure out, okay, you need help. This is where you need a coach at. You need a coach because somebody needs to look at your videos for you, even a friend of yours or somebody, or a classmate, a coworker. Yo, man, help me figure out who's my videos for. Talk to a couple of your viewers, somebody that left a comment. Ask them why they clicked on this video. I'm on vacation, y'all. I'm drinking a beer. Ask them why did they click on this video. Me personally, I got sick and tired of being the, hi guys, I am Uncle Mike and I am going to show you. Nah, dude. People don't want that. They want a real person. They want a human being. They want somebody that's not going to lie to them. They want somebody that they can trust. I can sit down and conversate with you. I'm not going to sit there and put on this makeup and put on this persona and say, yeah, if you guys want to do this, nah, come on, man. I try to keep it real down to earth, man, because I know one thing. I'm retired. When I left that job, I said, I swear to goodness, I'm not going to ever work a job. I got too much talent and too much know-how, and there's too much information out there to make it, because all you have to do is get structure behind this stuff. All you have to do is actually stop guessing at it. If you're guessing at something, you need to go talk to your boss. For example, if it's a boss on the job, so you don't have to guess. All you got to do is just stay in your lane and do your job. Anything come out of this that's different, you go tell your supervisor, right? That's it. And the supervisor, your job is to figure this mess out. Yo, I used to do armed security, and I used to tell everybody, I raise my hand and say the same answer to everything. I put it in my report and tell my supervisor. What happens if it's a bag, if they left a suspicious bag there, what would you do? Write it in my report, tell my supervisor. If somebody was to jump over and they run it down the street and they trying to come to your post, write it in my report, tell my supervisor. That's it. That's it. That's simple. Observe and report as a security guard. Anyway, I know I got deep into this right here, man, but I want to let you guys know that the hardest thing for a person to do is figure out exactly who your videos are for. All you have to do is think back for when you doing your videos about whatever your niche is, when you first started, where was you at in this situation of your life when you was trying to exercise, when you first remembered, this ain't gonna work, man. I can't do these sit-ups. Sit back and understand how you felt when you first started doing this. And that's part of your target audience right there. And you wish you had this person, or you wish you had that going on when you was going through your struggles, your heartaches, your pain. Tell them about your pain. So when they say who's your videos for, narrow it down to that one person that represents you. Even if it's male or female, even if it's your age at that time. Well, this can fit a couple other people's age, but the older people already got this locked down. Or target the people that don't have the money to learn how to do this. And figure out something for them. Say, well, I didn't have the money to get this thing done. So this is my target people. And say, hey guys, I make a deal with y'all. Y'all watch all my videos to the end, and I won't charge you anything. I can give you all the information for free. You can sign up for my free Patreon and this, that, and other, anything. But you got to find your target audience. You have to find your target audience. There's no getting around that. Lock that target audience in. Here we go, man.
Lean in the gym. So you need to figure out exactly who you're trying to target. Again, just write this down on either a piece of paper or in a Word document with your content value and your title idea. Doing these couple of steps first will give you the best foundation and clear path towards creating your actual video. I know it may seem like a lot of prep at first, but trust me, it will make your life so much easier when it comes to creating your video. Then step 3, what I need you to do is look at your competitors and find videos similar to the ones you want to create. This is important for 2 reasons. Firstly, by searching for videos similar to yours, you can get like an overall feel as to how much demand or popularity there is for that kind of video. And secondly, you can watch those successful videos for inspiration. So let's say someone else has already made a video quite similar to the one you have in mind. And let's say it already has like 300,000 views. If this is the case, you're going to want to watch that video and analyze all of the things that creator did well. Note them down and then infuse that information into your own video when you come to create it. Like, try to find at least 5 similar videos, watch them, analyze them, and just note down all of the best bits that you can take with you for your video going forward. And I would also recommend looking at their thumbnails too and start to think about how you want your own thumbnails to look like. Like, write down what's working, like how have other people created theirs, look at what text or images they've used and all that stuff. And just start to build out like your thumbnail idea board. And then step 4 is to make the actual video. And you're going to use all of the prep you've done in the previous steps. Now look, there are billions of different ways you can make your own videos. So unfortunately, I can't give each of you specifics. But my advice during this step is to always make sure you're creating the video with your ideal viewer in mind. Make sure your video is based around the content value, and finally, just make sure you enjoy it, because this will be evident in your expressions and your on-camera energy. Your viewers will be able to tell whether or not you enjoy or you're passionate about the actual video. But here's the thing, look. This whole creative process takes a lot of time and a lot of brain energy. Sitting down, coming up with 10 different title variations, researching what works, shooting and then editing the actual video. It's not quick and it's definitely not easy. Usually the editing process alone takes me a full day. And honestly, one of the biggest productivity traps I used to fall into was breaking my momentum every time I had to stop and make some food. And most of the time, I would either just grab something really unhealthy or just skip the meal altogether. And then I'd wonder why my focus and energy would always crash midday. So now, whenever I'm in one of those deep work sessions like scripting, filming, or editing for hours and hours on end, I've started using Huel Black Edition. Now this is a complete meal that I can make and consume in under a minute. And when I do use the Huel Black Edition, I am far less tired during these sessions because it contains things like vitamin B12, which helps reduce things like tiredness and fatigue. And it's really as simple as this. I grab my shaker, I add water first, and then I add anywhere between 1 to 2 scoops of this Huel Black Edition powder in here, whack the top back on again, give it a shake it up, and that's it. It's ready. So I can literally sit here and drink this while I'm doing my filming, my editing, or anything without getting distracted. Now, this is super quick, it's really clean, and it's got everything I need. It's got
Man, you got everything you need, and it's getting in the way of this video. Here we go.
And your titles and thumbnails are your sales team. Without a good packaging, find your titles and thumbnails. So once you've shot and edited your video, it's time to sell it. And your titles and thumbnails are your sales team. Without a good packaging, no one will click. And if no one clicks, no one watches. It doesn't matter how good your video is. Now, the very first thing I want you to do is go back to your original rough title idea and then use this to brainstorm at least 10 new different title variations. Again, just write them down in a Word document or on a piece of paper. Now, when I write out potential titles, I always ask myself these 3 specific questions. Number 1, would I click on this video myself? Number 2, does it spark curiosity or emotion? And number 3, could I make it any more specific or urgent? Here's an example. Let's say my rough title idea for this video was how to get views with 0 subscribers. Now watch as this evolves over time as I add more variations. We've got how to get views on YouTube with 0 subscribers, no subscribers, question mark, do this to get views, the secret to getting views with 0 subscribers, this got me 10,000 views without any subscribers, and all of the rest you see here. So I hope this makes sense. Because like all of these are just variations of the initial title idea I had in mind. But doing it this way means I'm tapping into my creativity. And trust me, like the more you do this, the more creative and better your titles will become. Then for the thumbnail, follow this simple rule. Look, the title and thumbnail should work together. They should not say the same thing. If your title is detailed and specific, your thumbnail should tease it visually or emotionally. Think of your thumbnail like a movie poster. It should be used to grab attention, but it should not be used to explain stuff. So some quick thumbnail tips here would be use 1 to 4 words max, no more than that. Use a close-up facial expression if you're on camera in the video.
Best takeaway from this section right here. You should not use your thumbnail to try to explain something. If anything, your thumbnail should say, guess what? It should leave curiosity. Your thumbnail should say, look at me. That's it. Your title should say, guess what? Your title should be like, you ain't gonna believe this. Believe what? Click to find out. You see what I'm saying? You gotta learn and understand these things. Your title, I mean, you trying to put your whole video in the thumbnail. They ain't gonna click then. The whole thumbnail explain everything. Okay, got it. Thank you for the information. It's like, how do you drive to Florida? The whole thumbnail got well, first of all, you get in the car, started up, make sure you got a full tank of gas. All this stuff is in your thumbnail. Why should I click on the video where the thumbnail tell you the whole story? Come on, man. You know, that ain't gonna work. Here we go. That's the most important part he said right there. That's nice. I like that. Here we go.
Not be used to explain stuff. So some quick thumbnail tips here would be use 1 to 4 words max, no more than that. They should not say the same thing. If your title is detailed and specific, your thumbnail should tease it visually or emotionally. Think of your thumbnail like a movie poster. It should be used to grab attention, but it should not be used to explain stuff. So some quick thumbnail tips here would be use 1 to 4 words max, no more than that. Use a close-up facial expression if you're on camera in the video. Highlight results or show a before or after. Try bold, legible fonts and high contrast imagery. And then ask yourself, like, would this thumbnail actually stand out on YouTube's homepage? And that's a simple process I go through from a rough title idea to a fully dialed in packaging ready to go that's actually going to get me clicks on all my videos. So then step 6, optimize your video. This then brings us on to the next step, which is once you've completed the video itself and you've got your titles and thumbnails ready to go, the next thing you're going to do is obviously hit the upload button and start uploading it. Now, once you're in the middle of uploading the video, you'll be brought to this screen here. This is the upload process, and it's where YouTube allows you to optimize your video accordingly, which is the next super important step. And the official name for this is SEO. Now on YouTube, SEO just revolves around using the right keywords in the right places. And we want to include as many of these keywords as possible in the right areas. Now, you need to place these keywords strategically when you go through this upload process. And there are 11 or so different places for keywords. We've got channel tags, channel descriptions, titles, thumbnails, video file name, description, hashtags, tags, chapter titles, and so many more. And you're going to need to make sure you have keywords related to your content in all of these places. But look, I'm not going to run through all of them now as I have a whole dedicated video on SEO. So if you want to learn how to properly include SEO to maximize your views, then you can watch that video after this. I'll leave a tag or a link in the description below. All right, so step number 7. Once you've uploaded your video and you've optimized it, it's now live. and you're going to start seeing some views come in. At this point, the algorithm will start testing your video with small groups of people to see how it performs. But what we can actually do is we can give the algorithm a bit of a boost during this little test phase. And we can do this by doing two simple things. Firstly, I want you to send your new video out to all of your family and friends within the first couple of hours. And I want you to get them to watch it. Now, the most important thing here is to make sure that if they do decide to click on the link and watch a video, they need to watch at least 75% of it. What you absolutely do not want them to do is click on your video, give it a thumbs up, and then click off after a minute or so. If they do this, it will tank your average view duration, and the algorithm will assume that people aren't interested in it, and therefore it will stop pushing it out. So it's super, super important that if you do ever get your family and friends to watch your new videos, please make sure they watch all of it before they click off. And then the next thing we can do to give it a bit of a push is to go out and engage with other creators in your niche. Like go onto competitor videos or go on your friends' channels and engage with their content. And like get involved in conversations within the comment sections. This way, it shows the algorithm that your account is actively engaging within the YouTube community. And like you'll also build up engagement with other viewers and creators, which will ultimately give your channel much more exposure. And then finally, step number 8, the last thing I would do to maximize views is to clip up the new video into multiple different shorts. This way, you're creating even more content without actually doing any extra work. Like you're just getting more reach from the content you've already made. Now, I would suggest using a tool like Nexus Clips to turn long form videos into shorts and post them all out as soon as possible after uploading the main video. Now again, I would love to thank Huel for sponsoring this video. If you want to give it a try, scan the QR code on screen or just head to the link in the description and use my code DAN15 for 50.
Man, we're not here for no fuel. We're here for information on how to grow a YouTube channel. Anyway, man, check this out. One of the things you got to understand is no matter what you do, even at a job, when you at your job, you at work, right? You actually go to work and you get into a routine every day. Every day you do the same routine. You go to a meeting, then you come back, you do the routine. You got to check this out. It's some type of routine you're going through, but you had to learn that routine. Once you learned that routine, you had structure. You go and do this, you go and do that, you go and do this, you go and do that. You got structure, everyday structure. Same thing with YouTube. I sit down here, I do these YouTube videos and stuff and upload them. And then we figure out this video. Well, we figured out 3 videos that will grow this channel real fast, but it's not what we want. Back in the day, we used to use anything. 5 years ago, if it's growing the channel, we stuck to it. And then we ended up in this entertainment, giving out information about celebrities going to jail or in prison or doing something they had no business doing. That's going to be there for life. I understand that game and everything, and I think that I can make an honest living off of it, period. The news been around forever, right? But I want more out of life. I want to help people. I want to put together a proven system that will change people's life. And that's where we at with this channel. I could have been hit 1,000 subscribers and got monetized. But this channel is just like the other channel, just about, you know what I'm saying? Since I started this channel, we got 10,000 subscribers on the other channel. Since I started this channel right here, I have gained 10,000 new subscribers on my other channel, the main channel. So I don't have to prove to you guys. I could have been got this channel monetized. People come over here and laugh at me, say, he talking about teaching somebody, look how many subscribers he got. Bing. That's information. I use that information. That's data. You know why? It just shows me how many people look at the subscribe count. They look at the subscribe count and they judge. He don't even know about that other channel. Every time I told somebody about my other channel, shut they tail all the way up. That's not what we're here for. Even the other, we have a channel that got 60,000 subscribers. we had like 6,000 subscribers, and I was talking about some things, making my point. I said, man, this guy act like he got, he ain't even reached 10,000 subscribers. He act like he got a plaque. How did he get that plaque anyway? I said, oh, because we got another channel that got over 300,000 subscribers back then, but now it's 500,000 subscribers. But anyway, my goal is to try to slow walk this whole thing and take your time. Get people to take their time to actually learn what the algorithm is there for. People jump right into the algorithm. No, you should be jumping right into what the people want. What makes a person click? What makes a person stay on your channel? What makes a person like you? What makes a person to say, you know what? I like this guy. I want to stay and watch more of his videos. You know why? Because you are real and you start listening to them and giving them value. Get them to understand that I was once where you're at, confused and lost, didn't know what to do. I was guessing. Once I stopped guessing, boom, everything became everything. Look here, I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell him Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.